There is a evolution occurring, a black evolution. Now, when I say a black evolution, what do I mean? I mean that an evolution is taking place in the black race where a group of people are going to evolve out of the black race. And we should help this along. We should help this evolution along. We should be looking forward to it. This group of people evolving out of the black race, out of this black mentality, should be looked upon as being people of light, solar people, soul people, being freed from prison. We should look at this as being freed from this black prison where we've been locked up for over 600 years, 6,000 years. Well, yeah. I mean, let's say 6,400. People give different time frames. Wherever it's been this black and white dynamic, we've existed in a prison, in this racial prison, where we had to exist as the opposite end of the white race for hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever you want to call it, however the time frame goes. As long as we've been acknowledging this racial thing, especially here in this country, we've been in a prison. Now, the evolution is starting to happen where people who are looking to get beyond that, people who are looking to get past that, people who want to advance, evolve, and exceed and excel in life, are people that are tired of excuses, are people who are tired of being told they can't do something because they black, not just by white people, but more by black people. These so-called conscious and educated and these downtrodden niggas who tell us that we have limitations on us because we're black, which is the ideas that they got from the white man. Because their whole existence, their whole mindset is based in this black prison where nothing will happen for them. But as I said, there's a new generation coming up, a bright generation, and we should be helping them along. We should be pushing this in the next generation, in our children, a bright future for them. I said that we should be practicing, those of us who are acknowledging and realizing in this day and time that we are of the bright race, that we are soul people. We are not black people, that we are soul people, solar intelligent beings or solar beings. Because, as I said before, what you are on the inside is who you ultimately are. And it's not so much of what people define you on the outside as, because they define us on the outside as black. But you look at our skin color, and I went through all this. Our skin is not black. It's brown to beige. So we're not even black. But it's who we are on the inside. We are solar beings, beings with solar plexus. So therefore we are bright people, bright, intelligent, solar intelligent people. And we should be breeding a bright race into the future. Absent of this prison, this racial black prison that we've allowed ourselves to be put in. Absent of boundaries and Pan-Africanism and culture and all this other nonsense. Men were leading up to this, men like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Dr. York, all these people were leading up to this and telling our people that you are the gods of the earth. The planet belongs to you. Don't marginalize yourself into these areas and things like that. Don't fall for this continental garbage that mankind has told you we come out of. Don't fall for this life started in Africa nonsense. I had a discussion back and forward with this person who tells me life started in Africa. I said, no, life started in water. All life was bred in water. Before there was any breakups and there was one Pangea, one continental landmass, the continents and the whole idea of continents and calling places, sectioning them off and calling Africa came from the white man. See, this is where we started to marginalize ourselves and section ourselves off. That's when we were put in that black prison. Prior to that time, the whole planet, we acknowledged the whole planet belonged to us. There was no differentiation of continents and things. So wherever we wanted to set up, that was our place. At the whole planet was our home, not just one section. But to the Pan-Africanists and cultural people who bought into this garbage, they don't realize that they've been enslaved in that mindset. That one part of the earth is where you're supposed to be sectioned off. That's that colored section mentality. But as I said, this is going to die out, and the new people who are looking for no limitations in their achievements. The best way to help this along is by pushing a eugenics project amongst our people. What do I mean by eugenics? A lot of people are used to the word eugenics. Now, eugenics was pushed by a few, white people back in the early 1900s, and prior to that time, a lady by the name of Mary Singer and a whole bunch of so-called white intellectuals and racists, aka white intellectual racists, who said that black people basically serve no purpose in the society and that they just was here to work and do this, that, and the third. And this was their mindset, and that their numbers should be cut down. And it was basically they were pushing population control on the, and the flip side of that was they were pushing selective breeding amongst their own race. They were pushing selective breeding and population control. This is where your Planned Parenthood comes from, that a lot of you black women ran to get your abortions, to get your pregnancy testing and your prenatal care, and where you get your birth control from. Not knowing that this society, this organization, is to cut down your numbers, to control your birth rates. Even, like I said, I watched a documentary somebody sent me called The Black Holocaust, where they were showing how the Planned Parenthood went about giving young black girls abortions, who didn't have any idea, what they were signing up for, what they were going through, and under judges' orders. All kinds of craziness. Same setup as it was in Germany under Hitler, and when they gave the Jews and them a lot of the women abortions and things like that. And, there was a Planned Parenthood there too as well. Population control. Right? Now, I'm not totally against population control. You got a lot of useless people on the planet. Now, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, brother, that's messed up that you gonna say you're not against population control, and every black person should do." No, every black person shouldn't have children. Every black person shouldn't have children. Not when I see how you black women do your children, how you lay with stray men and let all kinds of foreign semen in you to make these strange children who develop behavioral problems, who develop all kinds of detachment issues, who become basically little menaces to society. Now, a lot of these simple-minded niggas, they'll sit up here and go, "Oh, well, brother, you taking a high-handed way of thinking toward it." No, that's the mindset we're supposed to be having if we're planning on raising children in the future who are royal people, who are great people, who are better people. You can't raise people or children or a next generation out of savages, because the majority of these black women and black men are breeding mindlessly and dragging children up, not raising them up, dragging them up like animals, just feeding them, barely clothing them. You look at the average black woman, she's dressed better than her child, who she dragging around. The child's clothes is dirty, barely kept up, just basically dragging them along just because society says she has to raise them. She doesn't really want to be burdened with that child. You can see it. Let the children run wild in the streets all times of night. This is becoming a common thing. You see the black woman walking along by herself without any man with her, with the children on the train, 2 and 3 children at a time, different baby fathers. This is the madness that's going on. It's one thing to make a mistake one time with one man, but then 2 and 3 and multiple times. Somebody pays for that. We pay for that as a people. We pay for that when these little savages that are being raised up and dragged up, not raised up, but dragged up, are being dragged up amongst your children in the so-called public school system. The same children that will cut your children in the face, rob them, steal from them, do whatever. You understand? But you want to sit up here and go under this whole black banner, this fake black banner, this fake black unity thing? No, I want to raise my children to advance better, way better than me. If you're not raising up children who are intelligent or more intelligent than you or more advanced than you, then you didn't do your job as a parent. You understand that? You are supposed to raise your children forward thinking. They're not supposed to think on the same level as you. They're supposed to think higher than you. As they say, the children, the parents raise the children, and after a while, the children take care of the parents. They guide you as you get older. They show you things. I've watched this dynamic, and my grandmother, from my grandmother to my mother, and then to my grandmother. My mother took care of her till she passed away. That's happened. So we are supposed to be proceeding and making our children, strengthening our bloodlines, making our bloodlines stronger, making it more intelligent, strengthening this solar intelligence, becoming these strong light readers to strengthen our souls so that we can move forward into the future as light-powered beings, as solar-powered beings. This is real. This is real. Those beings who possess a solar system that power themselves forward. This is that eugenics project. The eugenics project is breeding a smarter and intelligent new black people. Now, I know to a lot of simple-minded Negroes who caught in the past and the present, who liked it, who still locked in this whole black prison, I'm being elitist. I heard a simple-minded nigga tell me, I'm being elitist. But then you'll sit up here and talk about Egyptians and the Nubians and they, and you being the link to that ancestry. Weren't they elitists? In order to build that, were they not elitists? You want to ride off of the ancient societies, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Nubians, the Sumerians. You want to ride off of and connect yourself with that. But then when it comes time for those elite people, those elite ancestors, but then when it comes time for us to be elite, then all of a sudden I'm an elitist, or I think I'm better than somebody. I got my nose up in the air. You damn right. I got my nose up in the air because I don't want to smell the stink of you niggas and your nigga mentality. I don't want to be. If I gotta be down with you to be down with you, then I don't want to be down. I want my children to do better. You black women, you should want better men, intelligent men. You black women have been conned into not wanting intelligent men. You bought into you black women, the average black woman has been conned into not wanting intelligent men. What do I mean by that? You black women will accept educated men. You will accept conscious men, but you will not accept intelligent men. What I mean by that is educated men are controlled by this system, their so-called education is controlled within this system by the white man. Conscious people, your conscious ideas of present state of what's going on in society, i.e. this fake news that you're seeing on the news every night, is controlled by the white man. But when you have an intelligent person, one who thinks in the future, one who's using natural intelligence, a lot of you black women who are caught in the past and present, you get turned off. And these are the exact men who are going to breed that, who are going to be a part of that eugenics, that brand new eugenics program that's going to breed new children, intelligent children. These are the men you should be getting with. These are the women you should be trying to make yourself into. You should be trying to push past the envelope, push past your boundaries of past and present, and move into the future as intelligent women. You should be going through this evolution as well. Even if you don't understand it at this point in time, when I say the bright race and the mentalians and becoming mental beings and advancing your intelligence, you should be on board with it because it's for the betterment of the people. You'll understand it or have an ultra standing for it later. You understand that? You should want this because you should see it even if you have some semblance of intelligence or some semblance of common sense. You should understand that it's for the betterment of our children in the future. That's what you should be looking at. Not these simple-minded niggas that sit here and talking about, he ain't talking about Egypt, he ain't talking about Africa, he ain't talking about the ancestors, he ain't talking about the Ankh, he ain't talking about black power. I ain't with it. Nigga, don't be with it. We don't want you with it. Because y'all ain't doing nothing anyway. Your children are doing that. You talk all this stuff, yet nobody got together within that whole conscious and educated mind frame and built a school system for your children. You can't even teach what you claim you advocate. You can't even teach that to your children. They still going to the white man's schools that you hate so much. You still going to the white man's jobs that you hate so much. You understand? You hypocrites. The intelligent people, the bright people can hear this message. If you care about your children, you should be trying to foster their intelligence. If you have not had children as of yet, you should be trying to foster their intelligence. You should be fostering your genetics to breed intelligent children. You should be seeking out intelligent men to breed with, not educated men, not conscious men, intelligent men, independent thinkers, not men who are caught in this society, who are locked into this mindset. Supermen you should be looking to. Super mental beings. That's what we say when we talk about the Supermen, Superwomen project. That's not about no Superman. A lot of simple-minded niggas think, oh, you put that S on the chest and you trying to copy the white man and this, that, and the third. No. That was short for super mental beings. Solar intelligent beings. That is the evolution of the black race, those who are going to come out of it. Not everybody's going to be with that evolution. In fact, a lot of you niggas in the black race, y'all going to stand against this evolution. You want to pull everybody down with you. You understand that? You want to pull everybody down. But it starts with the black woman. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was right when he said, no nation can raise higher than its woman. No nation or no state can be brought out of the darkness without the mother being the key as the womb to bring forth that seed. The father could lay down, but he usually gets up and leaves the mother alone. She spends the time, she nurtures that intelligence. She nurtures that bloodline, that seed. So what are you black women nurturing today? What are you nurturing? The black man damn sure ain't fostering nothing. He can't even foster his love with you, so he can't foster children. You understand? Not today's black man. You understand that? Not today's. You got a lot of black males. But if you want to breed that new race of beings that are coming out of the black race, that bright race, that solar intelligent race of people, then you have to practice eugenics. Yes, it's a word that I came up with. It's a word I came up with. That idea came through me, and I spit it out as the furthering of the bright race, not the black race, but the bright race, the intelligent race. You understand? And we've been going through this evolution. Ever since we started forming organizations like the Nation of Islam and all these, and the Yorks and all these people, and the Garvey, we've been going through this evolution. Garvey said, he said, I don't want no useless people with me. He was talking about you niggas, who was the same ones who so-called follow him today, would follow him today, because y'all like to wait till your leaders die in order to start forming movements and follow them, because you wouldn't have followed them when they was alive. But anyway, he said, if you're going to be useless here in America, you're going to be useless when you come with me. So he was making a separation. He's like, y'all niggas stay here. He didn't say it like that, but he was pretty much saying it like that. So this separation was happening. You understand that? Now it's in full bloom, because some of us have to survive. We have to survive if the genetic is going to move on. We have to survive. We want our children to be we want our children to be intelligent. We want them to be brighter. We want them to use more of their brain power. But a lot of you black women, y'all don't foster that, or you don't nurture that in the children. You nurture them to fit into the society, to be regular. As soon as they're born, you start teaching them about their limitations. Because according to you, you're giving them an education on how the real world works. Yeah, it works that way if enough of you accept it. It works that way if enough of you buy into it. And these people that govern the society spend a lot of time and energy getting you to buy into it. when Pharrell Williams, the guy from the Neptunes, the Nerds guy, the guy who did a lot of the beats and whatnot for Jay-Z and all them, the music guy, Pharrell. When he pushed that title of Nerd out, and you had a lot of guys, he made it cool to push the nerd thing and whatnot. Notice how they got rid of him. Notice how you don't really see him producing music no more, or the nerd albums anymore. They don't really push him in society no more. You know why? Because he was making it cool to be intelligent. Pharrell was a natural musician. He's a musician. He plays I believe he plays drums and a whole bunch of other stuff. He's a real musician. He represents the last breed of these young guys, even though he's a little younger than me, but he represents the last breed of young guys who are actually musically trained. Because, see, when our people had a natural inclination for music and rhythm and playing instruments and things like that, that was a form of natural intelligence, an understanding of rhythm, a connection with rhythm. See, once you have that connection, then that fosters higher intelligence. Because music can be complicated to the human. Rhythm is complicated to the human because they don't have solar plexus. So they're not soul people. They don't move and vibrate on the same rhythm that we do. So we had that natural intelligence. But what happened? They put that out in our people. When they came and they started pushing hip-hop more and synthesized music and things like that, and that killed the intelligence. Now all some nigga got to do is buy a Casio keyboard and some Chinese man or some just put some pre-recorded beats in the machine. Now it's no more learning, learning mathematics on the count of the beats and the tones and the rhythms. No more of that. No more you having to use your brain, use your mind power, none of that. So you're dumbing down the people when you brought in that kind of music. And Pharrell, he was gone. Now you listen to the music today, it gets dumber and dumber. That's being done for a reason. As I said, they tell you black women, they steer you black women away from intelligent men. I've seen it. The intelligent men you steer away from. You want the thugs. You want the cool niggas. The idiots. The niggas that keep going to jail. The bad boys. You understand? The niggas is caught in the past or are caught up in the present. You don't want future thinkers. The average black woman don't want that. So the black woman has to go through this evolution as well in order to breed or be a part of this eugenic evolution that's going to take place. The black woman has to go through a mental evolution first before she can give birth to a new genetic bloodline, a new genetic seed, a guard race. She has to go through a mental evolution. It's not going to come out of these so-called, some of them will come from amongst the black cultural sisters, but some of you sisters are caught in that whole black cultural Egyptology thing of the past and present and all this stuff that's going on, America, KKK, and what the white man doing. Y'all not going to produce that genetic. Because y'all like stuck, y'all like broken records. That's why you can go to these conferences and things like that and see these same people over and over and over again. Because, like I said, it's a social gathering. You're not serious or concerned about the evolution of your people. You're really not. Because your actions speak louder than your words. You can sit up here and say, oh, brother, I'm natural. I got the ankh on. I got my hair out. I got my afro. I'm natural. I hate the white man, so, I love my people. BS. That's not going to bring about a new genetic on the planet. It's not until you change your mind and advance and evolve your mind, you black men and black women, there will be nothing coming from your genetic. You're no different than the niggas in the street who standing around smoking weed. You may be an inch further along than them, but you're not that much different. It's like they stuck in their routine. You niggas are stuck in the routine as well. And you're going to stick your children in a routine. You are poison to your own genetics. You are poison to your own future genetics. See, because you are not willing to be on board with furthering their intelligence. You're not on board with that. Because you think those children are yours when they are not. Children come through you. They carry some of your genetic, but their intelligence comes through you. They are not yours. Their intelligence, their memory, which they're going to receive, their solar intelligence does not belong to you. But you start off and you work right along with the white man unknowingly to dumb them down, to put an end to their intelligence, to lessen their intelligence by sending them to school to receive lessons, aka instructions, like how you received during the slavery system. Trained niggas like trained monkeys to get you to think in a certain formation on a submental state. This is real in the educational system. You send your children to school not to learn technology and strengthen and speed up their intelligence. No, you tell them go to school and get a job and get out and get a job. Or you discourage them from going and getting a higher education, period, or achieving higher intelligence. Or you send them to school to get for something stupid, like business or psychology or something dumb, just so they could get a degree so you can sit up here and be like you proud of the piece of paper. No, you don't try to force their intelligence in them. Or if they have that natural intelligence in them, you try to kill it early by telling them the realities of what it is to be black. Or you come around them with your own bad habits. When they're trying to be their own person, they're trying to foster their own intelligence. You kill it. There's a statistic where they said the smartest children. They did a. I said this before. They ran a statistic where they said the smartest children in society are black children up until the age of 4 or 5 years old. Right? I said what happens from 5 to 17 years old. Their intelligence lessens. They said, what they trying to find out? Well, what happens between that time? I said, school, education. They start taking in the ways of their parents. They become adulterated. So you kill the new genetic. And hopefully later on in life, they come in contact with something like this message to strengthen and speed up their intelligence again. If it's not deadened in them already. If you didn't kill it in them, with your religion, with your consciousness, with your educational crap, or your mediocre everyday nonsense, hopefully they can latch on to something to speed them up. Because the future world needs them. The future world needs their intelligence. This world runs on intelligence, on intel. And unfortunately, the wrong people have been supplying the intel. You've had artificial people, a.k.a. mankind, the beast, has been supplying the artificial intel. You understand that? The natural intelligence has not been applied to this planet for 6,000 years. That's why everything's thrown off. When you talk about things like this, when you put focus on things like this, the majority of people are not going to listen to it because they caught up. It's only going to be the chosen few. Raising up these children and tapping into this solar intelligence, tapping into these soul beings, raising these geniuses, these new genetic geniuses, these children that are coming out of the black prison cells, who are leaving behind things like culture and race and the concern with the white man and whoever the hell else, and having a whole new identity. See, because I got accused of, like I said, oh, I'm ashamed of being black and whatnot. That right there just tells you that's somebody who said that. That's somebody who's caught up in the whole black prison cell thing. So what are we supposed to do? Still exist as bottom feeders, and that's what we have to do to be quote unquote black or be down. We have to exist as bottom feeders, hopeless people who will never come up beyond what it is that we're going through in this society. Constantly be complaining about the white man, constantly be under him instead of coming up and moving beyond that. These people don't even understand that society, mankind, wants our people to be conscious. They want our people to be educated, but they do not want our people to be intelligent. They'll attach the word educated to you. A.k.a. you could go online all day and find an educated black man. You can go online and find an educated black man. Like I said with the shirt, strong, educated black man, danger, strong, educated black man. All that means is that you were trained like a monkey in their university. You were trained just like they were trained in slavery. Same thing. You got your education. Just like I said, you black men in the hood got your education on how to be niggas. And you living it out. No. They'll attach that to you. They'll attach conscious black men to you. Now, go in there and try to find intelligent black men. You won't really find anything there. Because this society doesn't breed intelligence. Intelligence is something you're supposed to breed in your people, yourself, in your children, in your genetics. You're supposed to foster, black man, that natural intelligence in your children. In your genetic, black woman, you're supposed to nurture that natural intelligence by first and foremost building your own goddamn school systems. You understand that? Same way the Jews built their yeshiva schools and educate their children, because they know they'd be damned if they're gonna have their kids in school with your kids. And I don't blame them. I don't want my kids going to no public education and having no public education or no education that I can't control or any intelligence system set up that I can't control. You understand that? I don't want that for my children. I don't want that. You shouldn't want that. You should take yourself through that evolution if you really care about your genetics. But like I said, majority of our people don't care about their genetics. They don't care about their bloodline. They're just interested in the here and now. That's all they're interested in. They think that's it. But tomorrow is always around the corner. Tomorrow the future is always coming within a blink of an eye. So for you simple-minded Negroes to talk this nonsense about, all I'm thinking about is right now or whatever, I can't be worrying about the future, ain't real to me, I'm just dealing with right now. Right now is the future, nigga. Right now is the future. Now is always happening. Now is the future, a.k.a. the present future. There's the past, there's the present, and there's the present future. The present future is the time, it's like the car that's moving constantly. Just as your life is moving by seconds, by minutes, by hours, whatever, that's how the future works. That's the future coming at you all the time. Every time you get up, you're moving into the future. But your mind is stuck in a present state. You understand? Your mind is on freeze frame or in the past. That's why you got black men walking around out here with costumes on, still talking about the Bible and the Quran, things that ain't got nothing to do with us now. Their minds is not moving into the future. They can't raise children who are going to be real assets in the future. They can't. Their mind is not tuned into that. Their mind is tuned into teaching their children culture, Africa, things that can't help them. Things that's not going to help them survive in the future world. Consciousness, education, go to school and whatnot, get a job. That's not going to help you because there ain't going to be no jobs for you. You know, it's no mistaking that when you have like immigrants come to this country, first thing they do, they don't go out. A lot of them don't go out seeking jobs. The Africans, they try to develop some sort of hustle or some kind of business or whatever. I'm not saying a hustle, but more or less a hustle is like a low grade business, something where they can do things independently. More people are starting to homeschool their children because they know that the public education system is garbage. You understand? A lot of you, like I said, you have children and you don't care what happens to them. You don't care what environment they're in. You don't care where you send them to school at. You don't care what you do around them. Yet you talk about how much you love your people. You don't even love your own children. You don't care enough about your children to advance your way of thinking. Because by advancing your way of thinking, you're advancing their way of thinking. You're readying yourself for a new genetic to come through. You're readying yourself for an evolution to come through. How you going to sit up here and talk about you care about black people and, like I said, you sitting up here smoking weed or getting high? You black women that's doing that, like I said, you messing up your genetics. You laying with anybody. Like I said, you got all kinds of stray semen moving all through you. Raw sex, everything. You just laying with everybody, any and everybody. Anything that turn you on, you lay with. Have babies with. You really think a new genetic or a new bloodline or an advanced bloodline is going to come out of that? Some weed smoking nigga? You really believe that? This planet runs on intelligence. And today, the white man is the premier intelligent one at the forefront. Him, the Japanese man, and the East Indian. Where you so-called Negroes at? You not nowhere on this. You don't even register on the chart. Why? Because not only you talking about the white man holding you back. No, it ain't just him. It's you niggas. Y'all holding up progress. Anytime I sit up here and put a broadcast up like this, and I don't see this whole board is supposed to be lit up with people. I had a so-called sister who was on the Egyptology thing. Oh, well, brother, I don't think that this type of topic, my mind is not right for this type of topic. What the hell you mean? You got children. I shudder to think the type of children you producing, yet you supposed to be conscious. This the type of children you producing. I bet, and like I said, I bet your children go to the white man's schools. His educational system, but you hate the white man. You understand that? This is the type of children you're breeding. You're keeping that whole slave mindset going with this black and white thing. You don't even see it. You put the slave mentality on your children. You kill the new genetic. You kill their natural intelligence. You kill the light in them. You don't help to nurture the light or foster the light. You don't help it. Because all you're concerned about is you in this present day and time. That's all you care about. They don't want intelligent black people here. They want educated black people here, and they want conscious black people here. The first two are controllable. The first two are under control. The third one, the intelligent ones, are not. Because these are people who are tuned into their natural intelligence. This is the 144,000. This is the elect that the Revelation is talking about. Because I said the book of Revelation is a future book, and it talked about the breeding of a new generation that will come out of the black race. When people say, oh, brother, you talking about some bright race coming out the black race, brother, what are you talking about? You don't want to be black no more. That was what the book of Revelation was talking about when they was talking about the 144,000 children of Israel. Children of Israel are the bright race. The Israelites were the black race. That was the evolution they were talking about, where we would come out of that black prison cell, out of our past and out of our present into a brighter future. That light coming back, that light shining, is the intelligence coming up in our people again. Once we free ourselves from this black prison, once we breed a new genetic, once we clean our minds out and start blank again and start raising the intelligence level of our people. That's when that new genetic is born, when we start educating our people again, our children. When we start, you can start small by having them learn instruments. Because in the word instrument, what is the word instrument short for? Instrumental. Anything to spark their intelligence and their mental power going again, their natural intelligence. You understand that? Like I said, we made sure, they used to say, even in this society, like they slip, they said, when you let your children learn how to play things like the piano or the guitar or things like that, you increase their intelligence. You advance their imagination. You're putting sound in their life. You're putting rhythm in their life. You're bringing intelligence. And what happened when the children were learning instruments? They were producing beautiful music. Because music soothes the savage beast, a.k.a. mankind. We came with jazz. We came with R&B, soul, all this. Now what did we come with? Nothing. So that proves that the intelligence is being lessened. Because we create nothing anymore. You understand? We create nothing. We are living in an artificial world that is controlled by artificial intelligence, i.e. intelligence from mankind, the beast. You understand that? We're not going off of our natural intelligence, our solar intelligence. Our solar intelligence is being zapped by satellites, by the white man. You understand? By mankind, by the humans. I'm not even going to say the white man anymore. When I say the humans, I mean the black race, the white race, because the black race was really supposed to be the East Indians. But, like I said, you believe y'all the black race, so y'all 2A and 2B. The bright race is supposed to be absorbing this solar intelligence. As this sunlight is coming closer to the planet, the bright race is bringing it closer. With that light frequency that's coming in the solar system, It's bringing new intelligence. And new children who are part of a new genetic will house that intelligence. They will house that intelligence. Children of this new birth that are coming out of the black race, the 144,000, will house this new intelligence in that solar light frequency that's coming closer and closer to the planet. That the white man is saying, the sun's coming, it's killing us, it's killing us. There's intelligence, higher intelligence on it. We're supposed to be receiving higher intelligence from that higher power through the radiation. You understand that? We're supposed to be receiving higher intelligent message frequencies through that light. You understand that? Just as he told the story about Superman and him receiving his energy from the sun and his power from the sun, that's supposed to be us they're talking about. That's us. We are solar-powered beings. We have solar plexus. Our hair raises in the air because of the heat in our chest. Yes, then we're supposed to be receiving that higher intelligence. When the sun comes to the planet, it's supposed to be strengthening us and weakening and killing the humans. We are the almond race, not the human race. But to a lot of our people who are stuck in the past and the present, you're not going to hear this. This message is ahead of you. It's not for you. You so simple-minded. You got people coming on Facebook calling me an Uncle Tom and a sellout. I'm like, are you serious? And these is conscious niggas calling me an agent and everything else. Are you serious? I let myself respond to the stupidity one time when I had to curse out some Negro. But like I said, I just was in the mood to curse somebody out. And he just happened to get it. 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't have responded to it. But I just cursed him out because I felt like it. And then he talked about, well, I'm going to go smoke weed and hope you die. There go your conscious nigga right there. There go your black love and your black power right there. You going to tell me you wish somebody had died. Another so-called black man. There you go, phony. You ain't no different than a white man. A lot of you niggas ain't no different than a white man. You just a colored version of him. You just a shaded version. So he was right when he called you colored. Because you ain't nothing but a shaded version of him. Your desires, your hopes, your wants are the same as his. Some niggas sitting around talking about sports all day, or like I said, sports all day, smoking weed, the new sneakers that's out. You ain't going to breed no intelligent genetic. Ain't no intelligent genetic coming out of you. And if it do, you're going to kill it. You're going to make your child a nigger because you feel comfortable with your child being a nigger. You black women, if your child is thinking beyond you, you're going to hit them with the reality, the quote-unquote reality. You know what? You black. A.K.A. you got limitations. A.K.A. you, the white man, he's over us, and this, that, and the third. You're going to hit them with the reality. You're not going to foster any intelligence in them. You're not going to breed that new genetic race. It's only going to be for people who raise the intelligence in themselves who are going to breed that new genetic. You black women have to lay down with intelligent black men or so-called bright men. You have to go from black women to bright women, solar intelligent women, so that you can house the new genetic seed, the solar intelligent beings, the almond race, the Mendelians, the receivers, the light receivers on earth, the true Messiahs, the Messiahs, the walking beings on this earth, the God race. That's what's supposed to be coming through your genetic. You're supposed to be giving birth to the gods, but you can't be giving birth to a god when you're a nigger, when you locked in a black prison where you exist as the opposite end of the white man. Because, like I said, when you say black, that's why I said do away with the black thing. Because the minute you say white, you think black. The minute you say black, you think white. When black roll off your tongue, you think white. You can't have a single thought in your head without including the white man or the other races in it. You can't think for yourself. Hell, the Jews don't think like that. The Jews, they thinking about their yeshiva schools and fostering their culture, and they this, that, and the third. They're not thinking about everybody else in society. Only thing they thinking about in society making money off people or business or whatever they're going to do and further in their intel. And they got the right idea. You niggas, everything with y'all is, but okay, if we try to do this, then what if the white man comes? That right there tells you niggas are connected. You got white man on the brain, cause he's your scapegoat. So you niggas got an excuse not to do nothing, to produce anything or get off your ass and do anything because you just don't want to. That's really what it is. It ain't the white man. You niggas just don't want to. You don't want to change. You don't want to stop smoking weed. You don't want to stop talking about Africa and Egypt. And you don't want to, you go and follow these dead movements like Garvey and all of them because these men are dead. You Christians, you Muslims, you Israelites, you Garveyites, you all these other groups, and you Moorish science, you all this stuff because the leaders of these groups are dead. And therefore, if they're dead, you don't have to answer to anybody. There's no structure. There's no discipline. You could just be a nigga and put the fez on or put the robe on and do what you want to do. You understand? But if these men were actually here, you niggas wouldn't follow them. You phony. You wouldn't follow them. That's why people follow religion, because Jesus ain't no Jesus around. If there was a Jesus around, you niggas wouldn't follow that. Because then that means you got to change. That means you got to evolve. That means you got to do exactly what I'm saying y'all supposed to be doing. That is advancing your intelligence, being better people. You niggas don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to keep being the same way and just breeding little niggas to get by. As long as they don't get in trouble, they get a job, and they getting some money and you know whatever, and they just mediocre. That's the type of niggas you want, the little niggas you want to drag up in this society. And they got some black consciousness. That's the type of niggas you want. Just so it's good enough for them to get by. But then you niggas turn around to my, oh yeah, well our ancestors the Egyptians, like hell, nigga, like hell. If the Egyptians or the ancient Nubians came back and looked at y'all now, they strangle you niggas into a grave for sitting up here trying to claim them for wearing their names. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to wear their names. If you want to foster new intelligence here, start with changing your own mind. Start with disciplining yourself. Start with doing things and discipline yourself doing things that you don't readily want to do, but you're going to do it anyway, because by you showing that discipline and strengthening your intelligence and strengthening your discipline and not giving way to the things in the society, you're going to bring about better children because they're watching you be disciplined, and it becomes a way of life with them. Be better examples. Make sure they learn instruments, piano, drums, harmonicas, violins. Let them learn that. Because, as I said, the word instrument will make them instrumental in learning other things. It will open their minds to other things. Don't let them listen to rap music. Don't let them listen to rap music. Turn on the science channel, the medical channel, to where it's entertaining to them, where they running in front of the goddamn TV to turn on the science channel or the medical channel. You understand? Take them to museums. You understand? Make everything in their life educational, but make it fun. You understand? Make it fun for them. Bring them together as a collective and as a group when you're putting together these schools. And that's what we're going to do within the University of Mentel. When we start doing that and start educating our children, we're going to start making education fun for our children. To replace stupid nonsense like SpongeBob SquarePants and whatever stupid nigga nonsense they watching. When I said I was writing the epic series on the from the characters I'm going to do, I can't name the name yet because it's not trademark. I said when I'm going to start doing that, all the stories are going to be adult-based. It's going to just involve a lot of science and intelligence, but it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be talking about takes from this society. We're going to give Marvel a run for their money with the characters we coming with. Trust me, that I've been up writing. Trust me. That's what this is about. Expanding their intelligence. See, because you come back in the bloodline of your children and your grandchildren. You want to bring about the gods on the planet. You want to bring about a change, then change your mind first. See, niggas always want things to change but don't want to change themselves. They want things to change because, you know, like I said, you know what that really is? They only want change if it's going to come from the white man. They don't acknowledge what I'm doing. They acknowledge, much as these niggas talk that conscious crap and black this and the white man's the devil, but let the white man cut them a check or give them a little bit of land or give them a stimulus package and give them some extra money in their unemployment or whatever. Then these niggas happy as a bunch of singing coons. I don't care how conscious you niggas are. I don't care. Or like I said, when Barack Obama became president, I seen how all you so-called black militant niggas cooned out. The Muslims, the Christians, all you niggas cooned out. Then all of a sudden the white man ain't the devil no more, or America ain't KKK. We got opportunity. Things are gonna be okay and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not going against I don't care about the society. I'm not interested in the society. I'm interested in the evolution of my people. You understand? You people think the only way the evolution is gonna come is through this society. Because you know how you know you believe that? Because y'all not doing nothing to bring about the evolution. You niggas and who you so-called educated niggas and you conscious niggas, you're not doing anything to bring about the evolution. So if you sending your children to the schools of the white man that you hate so much, you claim to hate so much, and everybody else, that means you believe that true change or true betterment is going to come through the white man. You understand that? That's the statement you make, and that's really the truth. That's why you wouldn't get on board with something like the state of Mentel or what I'm doing. You're not going to get on board with that because you see a quote-unquote so-called black man advocating change, and you don't really think a black man can make this happen. You don't think a so-called black man can make it happen. You don't you don't respect the word of a black man, but you niggas talk this black power crap. I had more niggas who was conscious talk against me and what I'm when I'm advocating in these projects than stand up for it. That just proves that y'all niggas a bunch of sambos and coons. You conscious niggas and you educated niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of new millennium sambos and coons. You understand? You the new talented 10 buck dancers. You understand? I'm the modern day Elijah Muhammad. I'm the modern day Dr. Malachi Z.O. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. I stand on the evolution that way, not on what you niggas was talking about and this nonsense about, well, you know, Egypt is in Africa and this, that, all that nonsense, all that past and present nonsense is controlled by the beast, not the future, not your children. It shouldn't be your children. You sacrifice your children every day to this society by your actions, by your inaction, by your unwillingness to take action in their evolution. But when I talk about the eugenics project of the state of Mentel, us trying to push the breeding of a new bright race out of the black race by us making smarter choices on who we lay with, because I don't want a black woman. I want a bright woman. You black women who are evolving into bright women, you should want a bright man. And I'm not talking about no light-skinned, dark-skinned crap. I'm talking about intelligent people. Newsflash, again, for you people who are just listening, educated and conscious does not equal intelligence. 3 totally different steps, 3 totally different states of intelligence, or existence, 3 totally different states of mental capability, of mindset. There's educated, there's conscious, and there's intelligent. Past, present, and future. Educated is the past. Conscious is the present. Intelligence is the future. We'll be right back. I want you to notice something. In this society, notice how they are pushing white people adopting black children. They're doing that for a reason. And notice they're adopting them from Africa and all in the East, right? Madonna, Brad Pitt and his woman, Angelina Jolie. You know why they're doing that? These children, 9 times out of 10, they were born in the new millennium. Right? This is all being done for a reason. In the East is where the sun shines the hottest. You got over there where the sun is shining the hottest at 115, 120 degrees on the regular. 115 degrees, like that's Sudanese and Egypt and all that, and those and Ethiopian and places like that. Sun shines the hottest, which means that the light and the message frequency is coming stronger in that area. Right? Wherever there's hot light, there's heavy messages on it. All right? So their whole point in that having white people adopt black children, so-called black children, is to change their natural intelligence, to throw off their natural intelligence and then breed an artificial intelligence in them, to show that these children, to make these children think that they're part of the human race, to think they part of this whole thing, to get rid of that whole thing of them being different and telling you the same just like we are, so that they can get you to fall for this mindset and drop your mentality, to put you on that sub-mental state so that you will not be receivers. Remember the movie Role Models? I always go back to this. It was movie Role Models, and when the little black kid, he had the white man as his role model, right? And at the end of the movie, she said, the black woman said, oh, his father ain't in his life, and the white man was the black boy's role model, and he was teaching them about Kiss, that group from the 70s, Kiss, and that's some great music and whatnot. That was all artificial implants right there in your mind to get you to trust mankind to raise your children, and you do that. And you see in this society, gay couples adopting black children, white gay couples adopting black children, implanting that artificial mindset in them, killing their natural intelligence. But hell, you black people, y'all do that in the children already with your ways. Like I said that the white power structure raises the black children. You black people that take care of your kids, you nothing but caretakers for the white power structure, because you are advocating their ways of thinking in this society. Some knowingly, some unknowingly, because you think it's progressive. You're not helping to foster or nurture the new genetic here. That's why a lot of y'all got to go in the black race, because light frequency, solar light intelligence, the almond beings are dictating, the future beings are dictating that you niggas go. They know that in order for them to come here, that you got to go. You have to go. Your ignorance, your kind of ignorance has to go. You understand that? They have to come here and inhabit the planet to raise the intelligence in order for the planet to move on, to live on. I said this planet moves off of intelligence. It was created based on intelligence of the almond beings, the intelligence of the almond beings. This planet was created for. It wasn't brought by educated people or people. The so-called form of education and consciousness are modern-day things within the span of intelligence, meaning light messages and reception. This planet works on a communication system. Things are encoded in every last bit of this planet, from the soil to the earth to the sunlight to the water. There's encoded messages in it. When to rain, when to stop raining, when the sun should shine, when the seasons should come in, when they should go out. It's regulated by intelligence. Now it's thrown off. Why? Because there's no more intelligence going into furthering these things. The intelligence is off because it's being blocked. The intelligence is being blocked from getting to the natural people, from getting to the almond beings on earth. You're supposed to be furthering the intelligence of this planet, your children. You're supposed to be furthering the intelligence of this atmosphere because you live here. As the almond beings in the future send intelligence in the present, you're supposed to be receiving it to do certain things here on the planet. Your children are supposed to be receiving it. You're supposed to be doing things. Just as I'm receiving the knowledge of intellect and I'm being dictated to teach this to my people, to breed y'all, to give y'all, I should say, or breed you to get that intelligence level up, to breed the new genetic, to bring about the God race. That's the whole point of this, to bring out the bright race. Not to foster or continue the black race, not to continue the prison people, the people in darkness, but to bring out the light. I said the black race are nothing but dead receptors. They're dead receptors, people who had the solar intelligence, who have their souls, but their reception is dead. They're in darkness. The whole thing was meant to put our people in a state of darkness, in the shadow of mankind, in the shadow of the white race. Because it might sound like I'm using a lot of allegorical terms and metaphors, but in actuality, this is straight talk. In order for you to have an imagination, you have to develop an idea, or an idea has to generate in your head of who you really are. You will never know where you're going until you really know who you are, and you've been having a lot of false identity checks on you. African, Moorish, all these things were from man's philosophy. African, Moorish, how the hell you gonna know where you going into the future if you don't even know who you are? You still think you human. You still think you part of the human race. Our people can't get past that. They can't get past the fact that they not part of the human race. They think that sounds crazy, like I said, but you look at yourself and you don't look like nobody here. You don't think there's a reason for that? You can't even get past that fact. Change is only going to come when people are ready to accept it. So if you see the so-called black race doing bad, it's not the white race that's doing it, it's y'all, because you don't want to change. You want things to be the same way they are. Don't look for the white man to change. Don't look for me to change. I can't change it unless you're willing to change. I had simple-minded Negroes talking about, oh, okay, brother, what's the plan? What we going to do? Like, as if you niggas going to follow it. You understand? So the niggas in the conscious community, you Pan-African niggas, all right, brother, what's your solution? As if you really going to follow it. You only going to listen to it, and I've done it, and I've gave the solution, and I've had niggas sit here and go, get quiet, listen to me, get quiet, and then go, oh, all right, brother, and walk away and never hear from them again. See? You wasn't serious. You don't really want to change, because change means sacrifice, meaning you can't do you no more, meaning you can't vibrate on the submental state no more. You have to raise the frequency to bring about this new genetic. It's not going to come from you being the same old way. When I say the bright race, like I said, I explained it over and over again that this is the solar intelligent race. This is what you're supposed to be becoming, and that's what you actually were in within that whole black mindset, but y'all not willing to accept it. You still want Africa and Egypt because you know there's no change in that. You know there's no evolution to Africa. You know there's no evolution to Egypt. All that's done. That's already framed out already. That's done. You can't raise your children on that. That's why they're rejecting that. That's why your children are rejecting the whole African, Egypt, and cultural thing. When they grow up, even though your kids is wearing, you got your kids wearing dashikis and talking about blackness and this, that, and the third. When they grow up, they're going to get away from it. They're going to leave that. They got them in church. You got them in religion, in Islam, Christianity, Israelite. When they grow up, they're going to walk away from that. And they're going to end up joining something negative because they're looking for something else. It's not that they want to be negative, but it's like they're looking for something else. They're looking for the present, future, things that are dealing with the now. How is it that they can find who they are? That's what they're looking for. They can't find themselves in them old ways of thinking. They can't find themselves in the past and present. They got to find themselves in the future. They want to know how to utilize their intelligence, how to be better people. That's why I said when we do the Supermen, Superwomen project, it's always younger people that are flocking to it. We got little babies. They'll see the cards with the Supermen and Superwomen on it, and they'll come and they'll run up and they'll grab the cards. Now, they say there's a cartoon and stuff like that. It looks cartoonish, and that's fine. But the thing is, they are fascinated first and foremost by the colors, by the reds, the golds, and the blues. They're fascinated by the color. You understand that? People who are intelligent tend to be fascinated by the color blue. You understand? They recognize it in the color red. They recognize it. People who are linked, who are locked into the whole earth tone, no change and things like that. Those are the people who tend to get into the whole culture thing. These are the people that get into the Pan-African thing, into the black, red, and green and whatnot. These are earth-bound people. These are people who are not going to make a change. They get locked into the cultural thing. You understand? They don't breed intelligent children. You understand? The people who are opening themselves up for change, who are readying themselves for change, change will come. If you are willing to open yourself up for it. If you are ready to go against what you previously did, your children will become better. It's like you're being dictated a message to, and that change starts to even take place within your body, within your solar plex, and you start receiving higher intelligence. More intelligence, more solar intelligence is transmitted through you, to you through the light. So therefore, you start to attract intelligent men. And what do intelligent men bring? They bring light on their semen when they lay down with you, and you do have the sexual act. He's carrying that light on his semen, so he's going to produce a higher light. A higher light or higher intelligence is going to connect to his semen when it goes into you. And you're functioning as high-frequency beings. And your children will be intelligent. They will be bright. They will receive higher mental capabilities. Telepathy will be as easy as blinking their eyes. Levitation will be easy as jumping up and down. This is the future. You talk about supermen on earth. That was being bred in our people. They've been breeding that in our people since slavery. The white man was breeding you in slavery. So when I talk about breeding our people based on intelligence, they think that's crazy, but you niggas, y'all was being bred in slavery like horses and animals. Like when they took the big slave woman and made her lay down with the big slave man that produced bigger slaves to work, you was being bred then. So now it's time for you to be bred or crossbred in a different form based on intelligence. You understand that? And like I said, you black women, you don't like intelligent men. You like educated men. Look at the so-called black woman who's educated. She's stupid as hell. I remember, like I said, I seen this documentary where this black woman, these black women, this one in Atlanta, she's a lawyer, she had a job, educated. I pay my own bills, I get my own money, and I'm educated, I'm a lawyer, and I'm this, that, and third, but she couldn't find a man. Hell, a white man didn't even want her. You understand? Why? Because she's ignorant. She's so smart that she's ignorant. You understand? She's ignorant of the fact that she's an ass. You understand that? She has no natural intelligence. You know? And that turns a man off. That turns a man off. I made a post one time. I said the average black woman can't keep a black man. The real reason why the average black woman can't keep a black man is because you don't spark any intelligence in him. The black man, he's a nigga, but he wants a lot of black men don't want to be niggas no more. They're looking for that spark. Because the black man is always going to be that, the so-called black man is always looking for that spark to further his intelligence and even further it in his genetics. But a lot of times he doesn't get that because he's not nurtured by his mother. He damn sure ain't forced it by his father today. So he looks to get it right in the woman he gets with. And you black women, like I said, you don't foster that in the black man. You know why I said it? That's why he goes and he'll lay with a white woman or an Asian woman, because around her he don't have to be a thug. He don't have to be a nigga. He could be caring. He could be a real person around her. He can think. See, because as soon as you start thinking outside the box with the black woman, a lot of you average black women, don't like that. You want an educated black man or you want a nigga. That's what you understand. You get turned off by an intelligent black man who has common sense, who stands for something. You get turned off by that. But that is the man who will produce the new genetic. Not the other two niggas, not the educated and the conscious one. You understand? Because by him using his natural intelligence, that's boosting the mental frequency. So when he goes to lay down with you, when he's connecting with you, he lays down with you. When that semen rides up his spinal column into the hippocampus area to receive that spark and travel back down through his spine, now through the testicles into you, that's carrying a bigger light. That's why certain women will say, you know, when I had sex with him, it just felt like I felt like a charge with certain men. You understand? Because that man was a mental being. He was in tune. Maybe he was forced it right or nurtured right by his mother and father equally to receive that higher intelligence. He didn't close his mind off. He didn't do what all the black race is doing today, where they caught up in the past and the present. He's focused on the future. He's concerned about what he lays down with and who he's laying down with. You understand? And those type of men are few and far in between. That's why I said that new genetic will be bred by special black men and so-called black men and black women. It'll be bright men and bright women. They will take on a whole new identity. This is real. This is real. The majority of the people, they don't get this message because, like I said, it's not Egypt and Africa. The God race made this whole planet. So you really think they concerned with Egypt and Africa? You niggas only concerned with Egypt and Africa because that's what the white man told you was. The Romans, I tell these people this all the time. He told you was an African. You understand that? The future beings, the bright race, the ones who are going to come out of that new genetic, that brand new genetic, they're not going to be concerned with Africa. They're not going to be concerned with this damn planet after a while, except for the forcemen, and they're going to be more stern, and they're going to be thinkers. They're going to be pure intelligence. Their intelligence is going to increase, and they're not going to carry the same stupid, limited mindset as you people who was in that prior black race. That's the children that are coming out of the black race, the 144,000. They're going to be like scientists. They're going to make judgments. They're going to be judgmental. They're going to judge you niggas, and they're judging you niggas now. Your children, the children in the future, the ascension, are the ones who are judging you niggas right now. The bright race is judging you. They telepathically communicating to the white man to destroy you niggas in Haiti, to destroy you in Africa, to come up with aids to get rid of you, to get rid of the whites. You understand? They were telepathically communicating to the white man to kill you niggas because you niggas want to interracially mix with them, hanging you on trees. You understand that? Letting the white man shoot you down, the police department shoot you down. You know, this thing happened yesterday where this 23-year-old black girl was shot in New York in the Flatbush section. It was all on the news, and I just happened to be in that area. And I said, you know what? It's getting a little hard to feel sorry for the black race. And when this happened, you know what these niggas were still doing? They was sitting around, nothing was happening. Everything was cool. And that's your black race. They didn't flip, nothing happened. But hey, that's the black race. You know, that's the black race. They don't stick together. It's nothing. They were standing around talking, police, everything. Everything was that's the black race. They used to dying. They okay with that. You understand? They okay with that. You understand? They don't have no connection with one another. But then when I say, yeah, okay, well, we evolving out of the black race. We want nothing to do with y'all no more. Oh, brother, you don't want to be black. No, I don't want to be with you niggas. No, I don't. Because you're no different than a white man. You understand? You're no different. No intelligence is coming out, going to come from amongst the majority of our people. That's not going to happen. It's not going to come out of their genetics. In fact, they're getting worse. They're getting worse. They producing more little savages and menaces. I kept saying to myself, well, where all the thugs at? I'm like, I thought the thugs would be out here mad, busting their guns. I thought these niggas would be getting it in. These niggas ain't do nothing. That proves you niggas ain't about nothing. Now you niggas not even strong to stand on what you so-called advocate. Busting your gun, being wild and free and doing whatever you want. You niggas is cowards. You cowards. Because if you're going to advocate that revolutionary talk, how come when something like that happens, you niggas don't do nothing? I mean, if that's what you say you for, you about. But then all you could do is threaten black men and talk stuff and beat on your chest. You cowards. You conscious niggas. You educated niggas. You black, red, and green niggas. You cowards. You ain't going to fool people too long with that nonsense. You know? Y'all the new Millennium Sambos and Uncle Toms. You're not going to breed anything out of there. We interested in the future. That's my interest. I say all these things to bang my people who are amongst you out of there, to get them to see you all, you niggas, for what you really are. My bright people come from up out of the black race. My bright people should come out of the black race, my intelligent people. See these niggas for what they are. Stop laying with them. Laying with the black man today really is no different than laying with the damn white man. Because it's the same mentality. It's the same mentality. If you consider yourself to be of the bright race, a high-functioning, high-frequency being, one who is vibrating on a high-frequency level, on a higher intelligence level, on a solar intelligence level, then you should only be laying down with a bright man. One who is on a high intelligence level, and for you simple-minded Negroes who think I'm talking about light skin and dark skin, I'm not talking about light skin and dark skin or interracial mixing. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an advanced black man and an advanced black woman. and higher intelligence, not you educated niggas and not you conscious ones. I'm talking about the high ones who possess higher intelligence. That is the bright race, those solar intelligent beings. You should be mixing your seed with these people. These are the type of men you should be laying down with. These bright women are the type of women you should be laying down with. Don't degenerate your seed. If your whole purpose is to bring about a smarter genetic, a super genetic on this planet, a super mental being, and becoming a super mental being, then you have to leave the past things behind and the present things and focus strongly on the future. Be willing to become that bright man and that bright woman. You can't have your foot halfway in and then halfway out. Either you stepping all the way in or you can step the hell out. You understand? Ain't no riding the fence in this thing. Either you're going to breed that new genetic, either your children are going to be that advanced race, either you're going to lay with an advanced man mentally who is not caught in the past and the present, but in the future. And that's not you niggas that's still walking around with these onks, that's still talking about red, black, and green, that's still talking about Nubian. I told you we're not even dealing with the Nubian thing no more. It's about the Mentalian race, the mental beings. No, that's not my philosophy. You understand? That's the reality. Mentellect is not a philosophy. It's a reality. It's a reality that certain people are going to advance mentally and physically. And evolution is taking place. That's not me saying it. I'm just telling you what's taking place. I'm the teller. Hello, not your teacher. I'm the teller. I'm telling you what's happening. For those people who are in tune, who are telekinetically in tune, or mentallically in tune, I'm telling you what's going to happen and what is happening. So that when you get these bits and pieces of the picture, you start to fill in the blanks. You see it. You understand that? But for you niggas, y'all that's still caught up in the past and the present, you're not going to get this. Like I said, the future is constant. It's constant. You're supposed to be breeding that super race, that super mental race. You already been doing it in sports, but now if you notice, the white man is fading you niggas to black in the sports thing. You don't see it. You had black men jumping all high in the air. That was the first step to levitational lift. You niggas supposed to be flying in a minute. You supposed to be flying. You was running fast. Jesse Owens, all you niggas, Carl Lewis, niggas shoot down. You was doing all the things that made Superman super. You niggas was doing it on the planet. Now your intelligence is supposed to match your physical ability. But y'all not willing to sacrifice to see that happens in you and in your children. You're not willing to sacrifice. You're not willing to stop doing your old BS. You're not willing to stop laying with the old nasty niggas of the black race, the weed smoking, blunt smoking, black power talking, educated black version of the white man niggas. You're not ready to stop laying with them type of niggas. You're not ready to stop mixing your seed with the black race. You're not really, because like I said, laying with the black man today is like the same way laying with the white man. That's why you notice these black women, they don't got no real, they'll lay with the black man and then they'll turn around and be with the white man. It's no difference to them because they being real. It's really no difference. When you see, like I said, you see the black woman, she'll be with the black man one minute, he'll be her boyfriend, next minute she'll go be with some white guy. Because it's really no difference. It's no brother and sister thing. She don't see a difference, and it's really not. Mentally, it's not a difference no more. It was, at one point, there was a difference. Now it's not. You know, you black men are degenerates like the white man. You know, you black women, y'all filthy like the damn white woman in other races. You doing all kind of filthy things. You understand that? Your thoughts are the same way as theirs. You all on board with these same kind of thoughts. You got their philosophy in your head now. You understand? You niggas marching gay parades now. You niggas, y'all more flamboyant than the damn white man and everybody else now. Hell, like I said, they get the black man. Like I said, you niggas still acting in his movies just for money. Because if he tells, like I said, the only way he interested in the black man now, the future black man to him is a faggot. That's the future black man on screen to him. That's the only black man he gonna accept in this society any goddamn way. So a lot of you niggas, you want to be part of this, even you conscious niggas, you better be ready to bend over and get your hemorrhoid cream up. Because that's the only type of black man he wants. That's what he wants from your children. You understand? I'm noticing more and more in a lot of these cartoons, these television shows. Like I said, every time you turn around, Tyler Perry got a dress on. One minute he ain't got a dress on. He kept saying he don't want to do the Medea thing, but the next day, here come Medea witness protection. Here he come wearing a dress because that's what he got to do. That's what the white man wants in Hollywood for him, and a dress. Or he's not getting any funding for his movies if he don't do that. You understand? That's not going to go down anywhere. They want to see that nigga in a dress. Nigga, get your ass in that dress. Or you black men perform some kind of homosexual act or be okay with homosexuality on screen, or else it ain't going down. And a lot of you black men are okay with that. And you black men who not practicing it, you a degenerate in some other kind of way. You niggas are degenerates with this sports thing. Because your concerns are the same. All you niggas think about who going to be in the NBA playoffs. You niggas, your lives is bull. You got a BS. Your lives are BS. The black man, his life is BS. All you niggas think about is the NBA playoffs, who got the fattest ass, what kind of Dr. Dre headphones you gonna get, or like I said, or getting some money or getting a car or something stupid. That's life to you. So do you really think these people should be able to? Do you really think you're going to continue in this complex world to come? You really think you're going to continue because all your concerns were manufactured by the white man? He manufactured your Dr. Dre headphones, your Nike sneakers, your philosophy books, your educational system. Everything is artificial. All your worries, all your wants and your desires in it are all pure bullshit. I said it's bullshit. And I don't even curse like that, but I had to say it. Your desire, your black desires and wants, your cultural Pan-African talk, all of it is bullshit. You understand? Because it all came from him. It's all manufactured by him. So when I made that statement that you niggas, your mindset is nothing but a subsidiary of white manufactured artificial garbage, that's your focus. But you're not willing to change that. And I said, this bright race, these almond beings that are coming out of the black race, they're going to judge you niggas. They judging you niggas. They judging you right now. They're the ones that's killing you. It's not the white man. He's not killing you. Your own children, the future ascension, the God race, the God beings in the future, they killing you niggas so that they can come on the planet. Because you're not going to receive their messages. You're not going to do the right thing. They are the judgment. This is judgment day. They are the judgmental beings. They gonna kill you niggas in the earthquake. They the ones that gave Nikola Tesla and Einstein the ideas for the bomb. They generated those images in their head via telecommunication or telepathy. They generated those ideas in their head to kill off the planet, to kill off the people on the planet. They giving the white man the ideas to kill off the people on the planet. I said the white man is nothing but God's hitman. Or the hitmen of the God race, or the almond beings, which is supposed to be the future black race, or the bright race coming out of the black race. Because they got to get rid of you niggas to make way for them to come. You understand? They got to get rid of you dumb niggas who ain't serving no purpose to make way for them to come. And like I said, it might sound crazy to a lot of you all, but this is how I'm receiving it. And if I sound crazy, that's good. Nigga, don't listen to me. Please don't listen to me. It's not for you. Go back and smoke your weed and play with the PlayStation and all your artificial bullshit the white man gave you to distract your mind. You understand that? Go back and do that stuff just so your mind can be distracted, so that your children will not have an evolution, so that there will be no evolution coming from your genetics, because your genetics are pretty much done. Your memory card is filled. You niggas are done. You people who are listening to my voice tonight, if you want to foster and breed that new genetic, because they're going to come through anyway. You understand? But it won't be through the niggas. If they're coming through you, if you have any inclination about what I'm saying, if you want to breed that bright race, if you want a brighter future, you understand? Because they're the ones that steer your future. They're the ones that's keeping you out of trouble. Your children in the future, the ones of you who are acknowledging this message, and those of you who have accepting this message of future evolution and coming into the bright race, your children to come will lead you into the future. They're the ones that's protecting you. Not your so-called ancestors that passed away. It's your children in the future. They're protecting you. They're keeping you safe. They're opening your mind up so you can receive this message, because if you don't receive this message, then that means that your mind won't be right for when it's time to bring them forward. You won't educate them right or teach them right as you're supposed to be teaching them. You're not going to raise them up around children they need to be around to receive that inspiration for them to grow into the beings they are. So this is an evolution. This is a continuous evolution out of the black race into the bright race as solar intelligent beings. This is real. I told you this would be new knowledge that our people are not willing to accept. You understand? Like I said, but what does the black man got now? What do you black men really have now? What are you black women really doing now? You niggas ain't talking about nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing changing for you. Everything is the damn same. Nothing changing. But you'll stand in the way of progress. These niggas will stand in the way of progress faster than the white man will. Because, hell, the white man be like, oh, that guy's crazy. Or, that sounds interesting, but he sounds kind of crazy. That's okay. I don't give a damn what they think. I'm not here for them. Not interested. I don't care what you niggas think. I'm about the evolution of the bright race out of the black race, because I see this as the future. Whether I'm here or not, I'm just here to steer it. That's my job. This is the next evolution. What do you think? You thought we was going to still stand around and you niggas going to keep talking about Israel and Africa and Egypt forever? The Ankh, the Nubians, you niggas still with this Ankh business. This Pan-African business. Y'all thought we was going to keep talking about that over and over again? Only people that repeat things over and over again are retards. You understand that? The only people that keep repeating things over and over again in a circle are retards. No, we're supposed to be moving forward. Check that, move that, go on. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But you niggas, like I said, the conscious and the educated ones are keeping you stagnant. So I had to open door number 3 for y'all, the intelligent door. Those are the intelligent ones who want this true knowledge, the real knowledge that's going to move our people forward. Come to the state of Mentel. You understand that? Get this Superman and Superwoman project popping in your area. Get it going. Get it moving. Right now. Make it your business. Because we got a plan for the new genetics of our people and whatnot. We're not interested in this society anymore. You niggas, don't let the conscious and the so-called educated fool. These niggas, they upholding everything in this society. They love their place at the bottom. They love it. See, because they don't got to change. You understand? Don't let them fool you and tell you, oh, it's the white man. That's a smoke screen. All right? That's a smoke screen. Ain't no white man holding you down. Them niggas just don't want to do nothing. That's the real truth. You understand? It was niggas that sold Marcus Garvey out. Now, you can say, oh, yeah, the FBI, they was FBI agents. No, yeah, you can say that, but them niggas was willing to do it. They was willing to do it. So what does that tell you? That means it's always going to be niggas that vibrate on that low mental frequency that's going to sell our people out. It's always going to be those type of niggas. When you got somebody like myself trying to raise the vibration and the frequency and bring about the bright race on the planet, bring about this nugenic reality of a new genetic, a new people coming out of the black race, which is, like I said, what they talked about in the book of Revelation. Because what I'm doing is what they talked about in the book of Revelation, the 144,000. That's the new genetics. That's the almond race on Earth. Coming, waking up. You understand? That's you bright women who are coming out of the black race, and you black men who are coming out of you bright men who are coming out of the black race, giving birth to the God race and becoming gods or supreme beings within yourselves. Together. The real ascension. Not this fake ascension of some niggas keep talking about Egypt and Africa and trying to get some vibe off of them and trying to feed off of their dead energy. Them people are dead and gone. These niggas keep going to Egypt and touching them stone pyramids and touching them pyramids and whatnot, trying to get some energy. You niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of vampires, man. Do something your damn self. Do something where your children can look to you as supreme beings. Stop trying to feed off the Egyptians and whatnot because you niggas too lazy to do something for yourself. Stop trying to rock their sex symbols and they ankhs. If I see another nigga with an ankh, I'm gonna throw up. a big ass onk and whatnot. Like I said, it ain't nothing but a fashion statement. Just like a lot of you black women now, and like I said, I love you sisters with your naturals, but when, like I said, when we giving out our cards for the Superman, Superwomen project, we see a lot of y'all still got the same mentality. Nothing changed with you. And in fact, a lot of you sisters will lay down with the damn beast with the naturals now. So we don't even know who's who. So we got to base it on the intelligence level of our people. We got to go on our own IQ test. You understand? On who's fit to breed that new genetic race. I don't want my children around a bunch of little niggas. And I don't want my children around the beast children. You understand that? I want them around bright children. Children of the bright race. That's what you should desire. You should be making this happen. You should be desiring to become a bright man away from the black genetic. Because all these niggas got for you is excuses, bunch of lazy ass niggas who got excuses on why they can't do nothing or why they can't build a school system. Oh, because the white man, the devil, and you know, because he won't give us nothing, because we got to work on his job. No, you ain't got to work on your jobs. You ain't got to work on your jobs. I heard the Israelites, this nigga gonna tell us, say, oh, well, you work, I go to work 5 and 1. Well, it's a bunch of you niggas. You mean to tell me y'all can't pull y'all money together and open up a store? Or get a business going? You mean to tell me, oh, well, brother, we cursed. We ain't supposed to make it. Yeah, so it's said, so it's done. You niggas already judged yourself. You don't want to do nothing. You a bunch of lazy-ass niggas. That's really what it is. You don't want to do nothing. Anybody that's trying to take hold of their destiny and trying to come together and make moves, they Uncle Toms. I had a nigga telling me, oh, because I'm pushing my beverage company, even though it's small and whatnot. I'm making a living from it. That nigga telling me, oh, well, brother, you are Uncle Tom because you using the bottles from the white man. I was like, nigga, are you serious? That's a conscious nigga that said that. That just goes to show you. There you go. They all a bunch of demons, bunch of demented niggas. You understand? Who want to keep you in that black prison with them. Who want you to stay down with them. They're no different than the niggas standing on the corner selling drugs. They no different than the niggas standing around doing nothing. Smoking weed all day. They no different. A bunch of go nowhere, do nothing niggas that's going to produce a bunch of degenerated seeds. Instead of the new genetic race that's trying to make its way here. You black women, if you still laying down with these niggas, like I said, you sit up here and tell me, oh, yeah, brother, I hear you, I'm listening to the message, but you still taking a nigga inside you? Some degenerate nigga? You understand? You might as well just go ahead and lay down with the beast or mankind. It's the same thing. Two degenerates, a black degenerate and a white degenerate. You understand? Two degenerate seeds. No different. Some dope pushing nigga that's standing around smoking weed all day, eating swine and doing all kind of stuff, ain't got no kind of morals, no nothing. You understand? He ain't no different than the white boy that'll lay down and have sex with an animal. He's no different. In fact, they get along. They could sit and watch the game, smoke weed out the bong, drink beer together. These niggas all the same. I said the word nigga it represents a person of the definition is one of a low submental who dwells on a low submental state. That's your white man, your black man, your Asian man. It ain't got nothing to do with race. And I'm gonna say this: I don't hate the white man. I don't hate the white man because hate is a waste. But because I say I hate him, don't mean I love him neither. I don't hate the black man, nor do I love the black man. I don't hate or love anybody. You understand? I just move beyond you. I think beyond you. Don't get it twisted because I say all the things I say about, and it might seem offensive. No, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just telling the truth. But I don't have any personal hate or love for you at all. I'm just moving on. And I'm telling my people who are feeling this message to move on with us because we are the future. We are the future, not the black race. The black race done showed you the future. They showed you their future. The future of the black race is Haiti. The future of the black race is New Orleans. That's the future of the goddamn black race. These niggas running up and down when all this chaos going on instead of coming together. And some of you people out there, y'all did come together and help each other. I'm not saying everybody amongst our people didn't come together and try to do the right thing. And y'all the ones that survived. Notice that. Y'all the ones that survived. Keep doing the right thing and you will survive. Get away from these niggas. We've been making this separation. Don't say, oh, I hate my people and whatnot. No, I love my people, the bright race. Don't try to front like y'all ain't been making this separation. Y'all been making it. Y'all been saying there's the niggas and there's black people, and there's niggas and there's black people. I'm talking about the niggas. You understand? We just using different terminology. The black race is the bright race. The black race that you think highly of and are the great people, they are really the bright race. And the niggas that you was talking about is really the black race. You understand? Y'all just didn't understand the term bright, because when you say black people, you think intelligent people, people who have morals and things like that. That's really the bright race. That's not the black race. The niggas is the black race because they are the carbon copies of the opposite end of the white race, of the humans. And your humans are the first niggas. Mankind is the first nigga. You understand? So understand. Understand me when I'm trying to break this down to you about the evolution, the ascension of this new genetic. It is pertinent, impertinent. You are the super race. You are the super mental beings. And I'm not talking about the black race. I'm talking about the bright race. When I put that S on the chest and whatnot, I said, if you notice why I posted, because they always saying, oh, well, brother, why are you showing black men wearing superman symbols and stuff like that? Because you are the super mental beings. You are the real supermen, the super women. You are the super women, super mental beings, and super woo mental beings. You are the super mental beings because you are solar intelligent charged people. That is the superpower from the sun, from the solar light, the solar energy. It is reminiscent of the Superman story where Superman draws his energy from the sun. That's talking about you. You're the only people that really draw energy from the sun. That's why I used it. And I said the S on Superman's chest. If you look why I posted on the Facebook, it's a serpent. It's the same serpent that the pharaohs was wearing on their crowns and that the ancient Nubians and the Olmecs wore on their crowns. It's the same serpent. You understand? That S on Superman's chest is a serpent. Don't get it twisted. Those 5 points on his shield represent order, which is how this order is set up on the 5 principles, which came from us in the ancient world, and it was supposed to be continuing into the future world. So don't see dumb niggas who talking about, oh, you using a white man symbol. Nigga, that's our symbol. That S is a serpent. That's our symbol. We've been wearing that on our crowns forever in the ancient world. You understand? Even into the Bible, where it talked about the serpent talking to Eve and making them wise. You understand? That was the almond beings that came down, and when that serpent is represented as the almond being, who was referred to as Nudi Mud of Enki, coming down and speaking to the humans, the human creation. The first human creation was your black race, meaning your Hindus, speaking to them, giving them some knowledge and some intelligence. That's why he was referred to as the serpent. You understand? Because he moved amongst them like a thief in the night, like he moved, like they talk about the prophet, moving amongst the people. You understand? Subtle. You understand? But they made the serpent bad. They made the serpent bad. The way the serpent moves the same way that electricity moves in the skies, the way the serpent moves in the S and a right to left or left to right movement, going back and forth. The way the serpent moves is the same way electricity enters this atmosphere in a zigzag formation. That's the way the snake moves. And on that zigzag formation, or that Z formation in which energy enters the atmosphere or this planet, is where your light energy is based on. When power charges into the society, it moves in a zigzag formation. You understand that? The same way the serpent moves, in a zigzag formation. And a slithering zigzag formation is the same way. You have bees in a society that move and vibrate on a levitational buzz. You understand? They move on a vibration. They hum. That's how they fly. They move on a buzzing sound. That's a vibration. These television waves, these radio waves are actually riding on your solar waves. That's how they're able to transmit the frequencies through your TV and your telephones and things like that, because they move on solar waves. They carry on solar waves. Solar waves are moving all through this atmosphere. That's how you have light on this planet. Okay? That's how they're able to channel. They're channeling the solar wave. They put certain towers and things up to channel solar waves, to channel messages on the solar wave. You understand? That's how they're able to channel frequency to you, channel messages to you on a submental frequency. When they say submental frequency, they transmit your television messages, your radio messages, everything all is based on that submental, on those solar waves. That's the waves of the radiation moving through the planet. They just zapping it back and forth. But that's how you're able to get it. That's the light that's carrying their telemessages, their telephone, and their radio messages, and their television messages, and their pictures. So if these things are gone, then that means that you're going to start receiving that frequency even greater. That's why I said when the solar system, when the sun comes closer to the planet and the light gets stronger on this planet, like that, like as if putting a magnifying glass, putting how you put the magnifying glass, put the sunlight, let it reflect on the magnifying glass, and they say it could burn ants. It's the same way it's doing this planet and the people. You understand that? There's a magnifying glass on this planet, and there's sun waves passing through this planet, and it's coming closer and closer. But there's encoded messages on it, and your people, the people who are bred from that new genetic, are supposed to be receiving those solar messages. That's why I'm referring to you as the bright race, because you're going to get brighter as these solar messages, as these light, intelligent messages coming through the sunlight goes through and penetrates your children and you. It's going to speed up your intelligence. It's going to open up your mental capabilities more as solar beings. You're going to become what the white man imagined on Earth, those supermen. But it's going to be 144,000 you, even though that's a figurative number. But it's going to be more than just one Superman. That's real. You are not human. Look at you. Touch your hair. Look at your skin. Look at everybody else. You don't think this is real? This is why you are the outcast. This is why they want to rear your seeds. They want to rear your children. You understand that? They want to rear your children. Those 5 points in that shield on Superman's chest represent 5 dimensions, just as it represents 5 senses. Order, structure. You understand that? That serpent, that was all based in higher intelligence. You understand that? That sun, all these things, the red, the blue, and the yellow, all these things, that S serpent, so that's all our stuff. They were imagining, when the white man came up with that Superman thing, they were imagining your people coming. Those frequencies were coming into the planet, when they picked them up and they put them out as messages of a Superman. They made it into a cartoon character, but look how vivid they were about it. Look how vivid they were in describing it. They use all of our stories. They use all of our symbols, the serpent, the red, the colors, the red, the blue, and the gold. You understand? Or the yellow. They used all our, the 3 suns, all that, Utu, Apsu, and Shamash. All that was being used came from us. The shield. You understand? The only thing they did was made him a white guy. And then now, if you notice, they released in 2012, check it out, Black Superman. Why? Why Black Superman now? Why now? Something's going on. Did somebody generate that image in their head in order for it to come out so they can be picked up by our people and it can be seen and it can be imagined in our heads in order to generate things? See, because certain images have to be generated in your head. You have to come in contact or see certain things, or even hearing this message is going to generate certain images in your head to lead you to a certain state, or to lead you or open your mind up to receive certain things. Certain ones of our people are not going to be able to open their minds up, so they damn sure ain't going to be able to breathe a new genetic. Your mind has to be opened up to the possibility of this thing happening, or the reality, of this thing happening in order for it to happen. You can't be like, well, that kind of sounds true, but I don't know. Then it ain't going to happen for you, because you think what you going through now is reality. You think this bull crap is real. You think what you doing, living in the hood, wearing Nike sneakers every day, smoking weed, dressing like you a 15-year-old, you goddamn 45, 50 years old, still dressing with baseball, and you think that's real. Playing a weed PlayStation, that you're going to have a job for the rest of your life, that you're going to get a 401k plan. That's all a bunch of artificial made-up bull. That's not real. You niggas think that's real life because you live in it. Because you live in that life right now. You think that's real. That's not real. That came out, all that comes from the white man's imagination. He made all that up for you to live out. That's not real. This, what I'm telling you, is real. Is real. Is real. You understand? This is real. But a lot of y'all don't want to accept it because you've been nursed on his false reality. And a lot of you are going to die in his false reality. You will not be around to breathe the new genetic. So it's not for you. This message is not for you. It's for the bright ones. It's for the bright race. Those who are evolving, the 144,000 that are evolving out of the black race. Old Israel. The children. The ascension. We've come to the end of our broadcast. I didn't hear any questions and comments. I want to go deeper in time. Bring the Supermen, Superwomen Project to your cities. Get in contact with us. Call and find out. Hit me up on Facebook, the Intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. Ask questions. Bring this project. Make this happen. This is your society. This is your state on the coming right now. You understand? This is your new nation, your new society, your evolution. You understand? Don't just sit on the sidelines and be like, yeah, brother, you right. Yeah, brother, you right. That don't mean nothing. Because while you said, yeah, brother, you right, you know different than the niggas that's sitting on the sidelines who disagree. Because y'all both ain't doing nothing to foster the message. So it's the same output. Nothing. You should be making this thing easier. You should be making this thing, you should be taking some of the weight and pushing this message as well and bringing the people here and pushing this Supermen, Superwomen project to get our people together as a collective so we can start making moves where we got to go into this future evolution. Start making this change. Like I said, the only change is going to come when you change your mind and evolve and advance your mind. Don't wait on it's not the white man that's going to do it. It ain't damn sure ain't going to be the damn black man. You understand? They stagnant. They stuck in the past and the present. You're the future. Join us Monday night. State of Intel Radio. I don't know what the topic is going to be yet, but I think I had a few. But join us Monday night at 9, as usual. Same bright time, same bright station. State of Intel Radio, Blog Talk. June 24th, Supermen, Superwomen Project. Sunday, June 24th, 3 p.m., Brooklyn, 1368 Fulton Street, Bed-Stuy Restoration Plaza. Be there at 3 p.m. I am the Intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. Good night.